everybody came today. Hi.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
What's your name?
Jen.
Jen. Hi. Nice. I'm Marcy. Hello. Hello. Nice to meet you. And you had a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday. Welcome, everybody. My name's Marcy. Thanks for joining us today. We are doing a weekend yoga retreat at the Himalayan Institute in September. If you have any questions about that, it's kind of nice because you'll learn some of the other aspects of yoga, like the 8 limbs of yoga, Yoga Sutra workshop, all kinds of stuff. So if you need a break from the real world and you want to go to the Himalayan Institute, has anyone been there before? Yeah, it's nice, right? Yeah, it's beautiful from what I understand where it's at. You want to say anything about it? This is Philomena. She's one of our teachers. And we are hosted, and Lisa Taylor will be hosting that. So might be, yeah. Oh, I forgot to unlock the door. I forgot to lock the door. I'll be right back. Sue, do you mind doing that? Just lock the door for me. Well, I must admit that this is the biggest class we've had since the summer started. So thank you all for coming. We are going to start on your backs today. So go ahead and go there. Let me see who I have online over here. Who do we got? Who do we got? Kristen, why aren't you here? It's good. Oh, wait, she can't see me over there. I keep thinking that they can see me from there. I'll give her the thumbs up from here. So we're going to start on our backs. Is there anything I need to know physically about any issues, anything like that? Okay, so you can be in Shavasana. Some people love Shavasana, so here's your opportunity to start in it. Okay, or Supta Baddha Konasana. That's usually a little too much of my inner thighs when I'm starting a class because I'm too tight. Arms down by your side, palms up. And I just want you to take a moment to pause here and allow your body to relax. Where can you let go here? How are your shoulders feeling? Jen, I saw that nice little drop. How about your neck? Can you lengthen your neck on the floor, which will give you a little slight chin tuck? Relax your fingers. Are you gripping? Or your toes? So just a moment to check into your physical space. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, let it out. Now breathe in and out through your nose, making that same sound with your nose, with your mouth closed. Ujjayi breath. So you're going to bring your focus to your breath right here. You're going to hear your breath come in and hear your breath come out. And your breath, some people would say, is the most important element of your yoga practice because it's an awareness thing. It's a thing about being present to what's happening right here, right now. On your next inhale, reach your arms over your head. Stretch your legs as long as you can. Stretch your arms as long as you can. Let's do the banana stretch. Haven't done this for a long time. I almost have to do it with you because it's confusing to me too. All right, take your right foot and cross your ankles. Right foot on top of your left. You're going to take your legs to the right and your arms to the right for a banana stretch. Get it? So your legs and arms are going in the same direction. Your right foot's on top. Take a deep breath in. You're getting a nice little side stretch. Yes. Try the other side. So you move your legs to the left with your left foot on top, and you interlace your fingers and breathe into your side body. Take a nice deep breath in, nice deep breath out. One more. Come back to the center. Hug your right knee in toward your chest. Give it a little squeeze. Flex your left foot and push it away. Take a deep breath in. Lift your head and shoulders up towards your knee. Exhale. Come on back down. Switch sides. So bring your left leg in. Grab on your shin. Pull in. Flex your right foot. Push your heel away. Take a big deep breath in. As you exhale, lift your head and shoulders up to your knee. Ooh, anybody feel that in their low back maybe? And come on back down. Both knees in towards your chest. Give a little squeeze. As you pull your knees in, roll your tailbone towards the floor. Take your knees out wide, your feet to the ceiling. Dead bug pose, gentle. We usually do this in the middle of class or 3/4 of the way through. So just be gentle. You can rock side to side for a happy baby. Just kind of paying attention to what's happening in your body, and then come to stillness. Roll your tailbone down, bend your elbows. We're going to start with some core work today. So bring your knees together and take your legs straight up into the air. Hands are down by your side. You're going to take a deep breath in, and you're going to lower your legs 30 degrees. Now we're going to hold them here for a moment. Notice your front ribs. Push them into your core, like push them down into the floor. So it's literally your back ribs will be touching the floor. I want you to maintain that throughout this whole work process of doing our core, because that's going to give you your core engagement without doing anything else. So come back up to the top, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lower 30 degrees and hold. Now re-engage your core, push down. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to lower 30 more degrees. Inhale, lift your head and shoulders up, lower your legs 30 degrees. Look at your toes. Keep pushing your back down, slowly come up. Now there's one more element you can add to this. It's drawing your thigh bones down into your core. It's a little easier to feel, I think, when your legs are straight up. So you draw your thigh bones down. Take a deep breath in. We move on the exhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, hold it. Exhale, lower. Look at your toes. Slowly draw your thigh bones in. Slowly come up. And if you can get that, it's so subtle, that drawing your thigh bones, and you're not going to see too much. Take a deep breath in. Lower 30 degrees. Keep your ribs down. Inhale. On the exhale, lower 30 degrees. Inhale. Lower 30 degrees on the exhale. Slowly come up. That sounds confusing when I say it like that. Sorry about that. Take one more. Do one more round. Take a deep breath in. Lower on the exhale. Inhale. Lower on the exhale. Inhale. Lower on the exhale. Hold it there. Look at your toes. Swing them back and forth. Your legs, I should say, and come all the way to the top. Bring your head down. Hug your knees in. Woohoo! Legs straight up into the air. Lower your legs to that, a little past that 30. Hug your ribs in. Lower your right leg towards the floor. Bring it back up to the center or to the 30 degrees, right? So our legs are not over our hips. They're extended. Take a deep breath in, lower, and lift. Now, you can lift your head and shoulders to make it harder. You can put your hands behind your head to support your head. Legs are straight as you can keep them. You're going to lower slow, draw your thigh bone in, and come back up. And you're just kind of doing it on your own. I like to inhale on the lowering on this because I always like to exhale on the exertion, which is the pulling up part. E on E. That's how I think about it from the old training days. Anybody feel it? Say yes. Oh, good. Resounding. Take your legs straight up into the air. Pause. Let's do the other side. Now, look, you can modify. You can bring the other leg down on the floor, but keep doing something, okay? Lower. You can keep your head on the mat. Find what works for you. We're doing the other leg. Leg straight and back up. If you are alternating, just keep alternating. Wow. Now, do you notice how your back wants to arch up? Push your ribs down. That helps to maintain that strong core. Patty, how you doing on these? Ooh, from yesterday. I feel it. Hug your knees in. All right. Knees over your hips. Legs parallel to the ground. Shins, arms up into the air. This is a dead bug also, right? You can see it, right? Woohoo! Right leg, right arm. Take it out, bring it back in. Actually, let's do it the other way. Let's do right arm, left leg. Right arm, left leg, come up. Other side. So you're just doing the diagonal, opposite arm, opposite leg. So your leg and arm move away, they come back to starting point. Move away, come back to starting point. Again, your range of motion can be smaller. You can just do the leg part. You can lift your head and shoulders up to make it harder, right? Do what's right for you, but you want to feel it. You know, that burn. You want to get a little bit of a core burn here. Anybody feel it? Oh, beautiful. Notice I'm doing it with you. I'm not even watching you, so just know that. So you can do whatever you want. I won't call you out. I'll never call, well, sometimes I do call you out, don't I, Judy? 4 more. So it's 4 more from here. 4, 3, woo! 2. I didn't even lift my head up on that one. 1. Hug your knees in. Yes. Extend your legs long, arms long. Push your back down. Lift your head and shoulders up. Bring your legs down as low as you can. I cannot go any lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll forward and back along your spine. Was that fun? Smiling away there. Roll forward and back along your spine. Come up into tabletop. Tabletop. With an inhale. Well, first of all, while you're here, pull your navel to your spine the whole time. With an inhale, tailbone and gaze goes up. Oh, you feel the stretch? Now start from your core, round your spine, hips and chin tuck last. Inhale the other way. So can you start from your center? We all know how to do cat-cow, back and forth, but can you really focus on moving from your center first, from your belly button first? Now let's breathe it, right? Inhale as you open, exhale as you round. Everyone's going to be on their own pace, but we want to hear your breath. Now take it non-linear. Stretch your back out. You're still moving with your breath. There's still a rhythm, a connection. You might do something completely different. You can lift your leg, lift your arm. Like what feels good right here for you? And there's a sense of like just checking in. So go big, go small, do something different than cat-cow. Well, that looks good. That looks like a wrestling move, Dave. You know how they always stretch their necks out. And just notice, do you have a little sticky spot somewhere? Maybe you hold it there and breathe. Just a sense of exploration. And then when you're ready, I know I don't usually say that because some people are never ready, but I think you'll be ready for this one. Child's pose. Your toes will touch, your knees will go wide, your hips back to your heels. Walk your arms forward. Pull your navel to your spine. Take a deep breath in. Empty out. Lift your head up. Walk your hands to the right. Lift your hips up. Move your hips to the left. Side body stretch. You can even plant your hands on top of each other, but you want to get a nice stretch on the left side of your body right now. Really reach away. I actually reach away and then plant my hand, like anchor it, ground it, and then kind of pull away without my hand moving to get that little extra. Try the other side. You feeling that, Zoe, on the side? Mm-hmm. Breathe in, breathe out. Really reach, really anchor. Come to the center. Downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Plant your hands wider than your shoulders. Your feet hip width or a tiny bit wider. Land in your down dog. Spread your fingers wide. Press down through your fingers, your knuckles. Press your chest back towards your thighs. Pick a spot to look at the back of your mat. Take a deep breath in, come high up onto your toes. As you exhale, sink down. Inhale high up onto your toes. Exhale, sink down. Inhale high up onto your toes. Pause. Tuck your chin, round your spine, roll out to plank pose. Using your core to resist. Take a deep breath in. Drop your knees. Lower halfway or all the way down. All the way down. Yep. Now, hands are going to be by your sides, right under your elbows. And then you're going to peel your chest off the floor, peel your belly off the floor, peel your hips up off the floor, your thighs up off the floor, your knees up off the floor. So everything off the floor except for your hands and your feet. So push your feet down. Now, pull your belly in, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Come high up onto your toes. Inhale, roll out to your high plank. Be strong here. Shift your toes forward. Shift your weight forward. Drop your knees or not. Lower halfway or all the way. I always drop my knees, so feel free to do that. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. So here's the difference. Cobra, everything's on the ground except for your chest. Up dog, everything's off the ground. We'll do it one more time. Inhale, come high up onto your toes. Little teaching moment there. Roll out to your high plank. Yep. Drop your knees. Both of you drop your knees. You'll get stronger this way. Shift your shoulders forward. Lower all the way down. Try and get your chest and hips to land at the same time. Cobra or up dog. There you go. And then downward facing dog. Beautiful. Spread your fingers wide and press down. Like really anchor your hands into your mat. Really get solid. Take a deep breath in together. Empty out. Move to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. You put your hands on your shins. You push into your shins. Most of us don't do that part. Push in and extend your spine long. Pull your belly in, your ribs in. Take another deep breath in. Forward fold. Bend your knees a lot. Drop your head. Now press your feet down into your mat. Look at your feet. They're at 12 o'clock. That means they're facing straight ahead. Inner ankles roll to the back of the room. Feel that firming of your legs, and then grab your elbows or take your hands wherever you want them to go. They might go behind your back to get a shoulder stretch. You can sway. Yep, that looks good. What's your name? Hi, Alex. I'm Marcy. Drop your hands, toe heel your feet together. Push your feet down into your mat. Pull your belly in. Roll up to stand. Sweep your arms up over your head. Interlace your fingers. Side bend to your right. Push your hips out. Oh, inhale, come up. Side bend the other way. Really reach your arms away. Inhale, come up, look up. Bring your hands to your heart. So move to the front of your mat if you're not there. So you have room. Press your feet down. Make sure they're at 12 o'clock. Set your gaze at a single point of focus. And then set your intention. Like, why'd you show up today? What do you want to get out of it? How do you want to feel right now? And you make it an I am statement, like, I am powerful. I am relaxed. I'm strong. I'm present. I'm breath. I'm fierce. I'm compassion. Kind of go inside just for a moment. What resonates with you? And we'll send it out there with one Om. Take a deep breath in. And we flow. Inhale, reach up. We're going to put all that stuff together that we just did. Forward fold. Come all the way down. Look at your feet, hip width apart. Halfway lift. Look forward just a little bit. High push up. Plant. Step back. Drop your knees, lower halfway or all the way down. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Set your gaze at the back of your mat. Look at your feet. If you don't want to be wider than your hips, so make sure you have about like a fist or two width between your feet. Take a deep breath in again. Empty out. Look forward, move to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift, get long. Forward fold. Now press your feet down, rise up. Inhale, reach up. Fold down, nice and slow. Squeeze your abs. Halfway lift. High push up. Low push up. Cobra up dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, empty. Breath sounds good. Keep it going. One more breath in. Let it all go. Squeeze your abdominal muscles. Look forward. Move to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Fold down. Rise up to stand. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Look up. Fold. Halfway lift. Low push up. Plant, lower down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Oh, Damien getting a few extra in there. Deep breath in. Push your butt to the back of the room. Push your chest to the back of the room. One more breath in. Empty out. Move to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Fold down. Rise up to stand. Reach your arms up. Really touch the ceiling on this one. Fold. Feet together. Half lift. High to low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Nice. Spread your fingers wide. Try and push down through the thumb side and index side of your hand. One more breath in. Empty out. Move to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Fold down. Chair pose. So look at your feet. I like to get my feet as close together as I can without losing my balance. And then your feet want to be straight ahead. So we're sitting in a chair. Relax your toes. Yep, bring your feet even closer. Yeah. And then let your knees stay. Keep some space between your knees. Yeah, like that. Like your knees should go the same direction as your toes, okay? So we're in chair pose. You guys feel some fire there? Sink lower. We're going to build the heat from the inside out. One more breath in. Fill up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. High to low push up. Some people will jump to low. It's okay. Up dog. Down dog. Step your right foot forward for warrior one. Hold it there. Warrior one. Let's just get some alignment. Your front foot straight ahead. Your back foot's off the line of your front foot and turned in slightly. So some of you are on a balance beam. See if you can get on railroad tracks on this one. Push down. Other foot. Other right. There you go. And then take a nice long step. Get low and start to work your left hip towards the front of your mat. It's not going to go very far. But that's why you have your feet wider, so that you can turn your hips a little bit. Now reach up like you mean it. Even your fingers on fire. Take a deep breath in together. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one. Take that, make some width. So what I mean by width is if I'm standing on this gold line, I do not have both feet on it. One foot's off. Okay, sink low, stack your left knee right over your ankle, and then just watch that your knee doesn't come inward like you want to. Yep, keep it straight. So the tendency for most of us is to have that your left knee go inward and towards the center. Now push down through the back edge of your right foot and feel the action in your back leg. Take a deep breath in, reach up, reach up, reach up. Low push up. Woo! Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. 2 more. 1 more breath in. Let it all go. Move to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Fold down. Chair pose. Stay. Chair pose and stay. Push down through your heels. Push down through the ball mound of your big toe, the ball mound of your little toe, and then relax your actual toes. Take a deep breath in here and fold. Halfway lift, high to low push-up. Upward facing dog, down dog. Right side warrior one. We're just going to keep flowing this time. Inhale, reach up, all the way up, low push-up. Know that you can skip a push-up and just go to down dog. Up dog, down dog. Left side, warrior one. Reach up, look up, low push-up. Or straight to down dog, your choice. And we meet in downward facing dog. Good work. Take a deep breath in, set your gaze, empty out. 2 more. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, empty. 1 more breath in. Let it all go. Move to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Fold down, chair pose. Rise up, 1 breath. Fold, 1 breath, 1 movement. Half lift. Low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right side warrior one, big giant step, reach up, low push up, plant, or down dog. You know you have that option. Up dog, down dog, left side warrior one. Reach up, reach up, reach up, low push up. Beautiful. Flow through your vinyasa. This little section here, up dog, down dog, is vinyasa. Is a vinyasa, I guess. I want you to know that you always have down dog to rest if you need it. And if you need more rest, you can always take child's pose. So you always, always, always have those options. Bring your feet together at the back of your mat. With an inhale, come high up onto your toes. Tuck your chin, round your spine. So this is kind of a core resistance kind of thing. Roll out 1 vertebrae at a time to your high plank. And we're going to do side plank. Bring your right arm to the forearm to the ground, left arm up to the ceiling. Stack your hips on top of each other. And then all we're going to do is a couple hip drops. Let's bring your left hip forward a little more. Yeah, there you go. Drop your hip towards the floor and push it back up. Drop your hip towards the floor and push it back up. You can also be on your right knee. You could also be on your right knee. Take it up and hold it. Reach your arm to the center of the room. Forearm plank. Woohoo. Now, add this thing that we call the pelvic tilt. If you've done any kind of exercise in your life or back exercises or core, pull your pubic bone towards your belly button. If that cue doesn't work for you, press your tailbone towards your heels. Take a deep breath in. Come all the way down. Slide your hands back. Upward facing dog. Oh no, just slide your hands back to up dog. Up dog, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, cleansing breath. Inhale. Let it all go. Inhale, come high up onto your toes. Hug your belly in, roll out slowly, let your head come out last. You can put your hands a little wider, though. And then side plank. Left hand down, right hand up. So there is an option to have your left knee on the ground. Just know that. Push your hips up and then drop them down. Push them up and drop them down. Now, sometimes we do this on our palm, right? But this time I'm doing hip drops, so we're keeping our elbow down for a little more support. 1 more time. Take it up and hold it. Reach for the center of the room. Forearm plank. Bring your forearms to the ground. Take your feet wide off your mat. Now you can drop your knees and just hold this. I want you to know that that's an option. Otherwise, it's bring your right foot back in, bring your left foot back in. Out, out, in, without moving your hips. Out, out, in. Good work, good work. I know you're working. Keep it going. A little bit of core on this Wednesday morning. 1 more. Come on down. You know I love that sound. So the people that take class with me all the time, you know I love that sound, right? that. Oh, all right. Upward facing dog or Sphinx pose. Look at Philomena up in the corner. She has her elbows under her shoulders. She's lifting her chest up to get a nice little stretch. So forearms on the ground, palms down. And then slide your hands back for up dog or cobra, you decide. Feel the stretch in your core. Use your belly muscles. Pull from your belly, downward facing dog. Yeah. Lift your right leg to the ceiling. Bend your knee and open up your hip. So you bring your heel to your butt cheek. Bring your heel to your butt cheek. And then stack your right hip on top of your left. With an inhale, straighten your right leg out. Bring your knee to your nose. So you're in a plank pose. Bring your shoulders forward. Inhale, kick back. Knee to nose. Inhale, kick back. Knee to nose. Hold it there. Step your right foot forward. Low lunge. Keep your fingertips on the ground. With an inhale, pull your heart forward. With an exhale, straighten your leg. Take your nose towards your knee. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, go back. 2 more. 1 more. Take it back and hold it. Look at your back foot. Make sure the 5 toes are facing the front of your mat. Push down through your heel. Get a nice calf stretch. Push down through the ball mound of your right big toe. Stay anchored. Stay grounded. With an inhale, come forward. Drop your back knee down. Inhale, reach up. Hip flexor stretch. Interlace your fingers. Take them to the top. Look up. Bring your hands down, hands on the ground. Pick up your back knee. Plant your left hand right beside your right foot. Hug your inner thighs together and twist. Pull your heart forward. Fire up your left leg. Squeeze your quad muscle to the bone. Take a deep breath in. Both hands down. Step back to downward facing dog. Set your gaze. Inhale. And exhale. Lift your left leg up to the ceiling. Bend your knee and open up your hip. Come high up onto your toes. And then straighten your left leg out. With an inhale and then exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, kick back. Knee to nose. Inhale, kick back. Knee to nose. Low lunge. So your fingertips are on the ground, your feet are on railroad tracks. Pull your heart forward, look forward, and then straighten your front leg, nose towards your knee. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, press back. 2 more. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, press back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, pat back and hold. So anchor your feet to the ground, squeeze your inner thighs together. And you know what? Pull your belly in. Like notice that your core is not engaged, probably. I mean, mine never is unless I actually think about it. Come forward, drop your back knee down. Arms this time, you're going to get that hip flexor stretch, knee stacked right over your ankle. Other knees behind you a little bit. Hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, lift your chest up. Lean forward as much as you need to get a stretch in your hip flexor, the top of your right thigh. Big breath in, fill up your chest. Drop your hands, pick up your back knee. Right hand on the inside, lift your body up away from your thigh and twist. Now the tendency is your left knee wants to rotate out, hug it to the center so your knee's same direction as your toes. Big breath in, big breath out. 1 more breath in, hands down, step back to downward facing dog. Woohoo, inhale, come high up onto your toes. Roll out to your high plank. Low plank, up dog, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a full deep breath in here and a full deep breath out. Move to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, forward fold, chair pose and hold. Twist to your right. Yep. And then lift, like you bring your arm to the outside of your thigh. Bring your left arm out to here, and then push down into it. Like that arm, your left arm is pushing into your thigh to lift your chest up. Open your arms up. Stay here or switch into something new. Melissa, slide your left leg back a little bit, your left hip. So another twist, yes. If you're in bird, stay there. Otherwise, take a deep breath in, empty out, chair pose, forward fold. Grab hold of your big toes. Take your peace fingers, your first two fingers, and do a hook on the inside of your toes. Do a halfway lift and fold down. Let your head go. So this is a chance to rejuvenate a little, restore a little, but really let your head go. Release your hands, bring your feet together. They don't have to touch, but get them close. Chair pose. Sit into your chair. As you press down through your heels, relax your toes, and then twist left. Now the tendency, if you can't go all, use your forearm. Yeah, like that. So you still get that sense of pushing into it. Yep, you got it. And you can bring your feet a little closer too. That just keeps everything lined up. Lift your chest up, Aaron, like push your chest, push down through your arm to lift your chest up. Take this wherever you want to go. Open your arms, half bind, full bind birds. Breathe here. Birds, you can stay longer. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, empty. Chair pose on the inhale. Fold down. Separate your feet just a little bit. Just a little bit. Slide your hands under. Gorilla pose. You know, we can make it really fun. You can walk backwards. It hurts on the floor. It might not hurt on the mat. You can walk backwards, you can walk forward, or you can just stay exactly where you are. Bend your knees as much as you need to, and let your head go, Jordan. Let your head go. Shake out your neck. Right, we hold our head up all day long. Let your head go. Let gravity do some work. You feeling okay? Okay, sit down and just put your head between your knees. Put your head between your knees. Did you eat breakfast? Okay. And if that doesn't work, just go outside and get cooled down for a second. Release your hands. Crow pose. Crow pose. So you're going to plant your hands on the ground. Now, if you have shoulder issues or wrist issues, you can do this on your butt, just so you know. You can also take it to a headstand if you're so inclined. What do you want to do, Dave, there? All right. Some of the keys in crow pose. Push down through your hands and squeeze your belly muscles in and look forward. Look forward. I actually just saw the fall. I didn't know where you were. Keep breathing, Jordan. Keep breathing. And then maybe you jump it back to chaturanga. Ooh, nice. Up dog. Down dog. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Hero's pose or child's pose. Take a little break here. Everybody's working. Right? But yoga is a practice of ease and strength. That's why I'm giving you some ease right now. Right now. We started strong. We'll level out. We're leveling out now. Yeah, I know. You are sweating, girl. It's awesome. I know. It feels so cleansing, doesn't it? Getting out all our impurities, sweating it all out, kids. You're very hydrated. That's what I would say. Very hydrated. Right? When you're sweating like this. Downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. The other thing about yoga is, some people think of yoga as like just relieving your stress, but yoga also can teach you what do you do in the face of stress? Like when things get hard, what's your habitual reaction, right? Can you just stay like calm no matter what's happening? You never have to push yourself to your uncomfortable, in pain or beyond your comfort zone. I don't want to say beyond your comfort zone, because sometimes you have to go beyond your comfort zone. But there's some days that's possible and some days it's not. So always stay within yourself. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, move to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, forward fold, rise up to stand. I used to always say, because I learned it from the Africa Yoga Project, right side eagle, right arm under, squat down, right leg on top. You should say, if you can, you must, because those kids always said that. If you can, you must. But that's not always the case. Yeah, you got it. Just bend your knee low. Yep, you got it. Yeah. Some people think this is the hardest part of the practice, is the balance. Lift your elbows up, bring your shoulders over your hips. Nice flat back. Switch sides. Left arm goes under, left leg on top. Hug your ribs in, lift your elbows up. And sometimes I like to move my hands away and just get a little stretch in the upper back and then breathe into that space. Can you breathe into the sensation wherever you feel the stretch? Right side eagle, other side, right arm under, right leg on top. Okay? Okay. Bring your right knee towards your chest. Slide it all the way back into, keep your eagle arms. Apologize for that. Slide back to crescent lunge. So you're going to step your foot back, sink low, and lift your arms up. Add the pelvic tilt. Add the pelvic tilt. Look up, reach up. Airplane pose. Release your arms. Come into one-legged balance pose. That's it. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Half moon pose. Right hand down, left hand. Wait, is that right? Left hand down, right hand up. Take a big deep breath in. Forward fold. Roll up to stand. Sweep your arms up over your head. Left side eagle. Left arm under. Left leg on top. You might want to be at the front of your mat just to make sure you're not kicking anybody behind you. Or hitting the wall. Bring your left knee towards your chest. Keep your arms. Bend your right knee a lot and float back to your crescent lunge. And then reach up. Add the pelvic tilt. Push your left thigh back. Release your arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Float into your airplane pose. Breathe here. Notice if you're holding your breath, because we like to hold our breath in the equanimity series especially. It doesn't help with your balance. Stay calm. Half moon pose. Right hand down, left hand up. Straighten your right leg, Dave, if you can. Like straighten your right leg. Yeah, there you go. And forward fold. Bring your feet together, roll up to stand. Sweep your arms up over your head and bring your hands to your heart. Right side tree. Right foot goes on top of your shin or your thigh. Anywhere but your knee. So you don't want to have it on your knee joint. So either higher or lower. Steady gaze. Steady breath. Reach up, look up, take this wherever you want it to go. And if you fall out, you just start again. Just begin again. Switch sides. If you feel real safe and real comfortable, you can close your eyes or look up for a little more challenge. And step to the front of your mat. With an inhale, reach up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. High to low push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side warrior 2. Front foot straight ahead. Now your feet are on the balance beam or tightrope. Hug your ribs in. Squeeze your belly in. Reverse your warrior. Stay in your lunge and just reach up and back for a side bend. Beautiful. Straighten your front leg. Grab your wrist. It's called reverse triangle. You get an extra little side bend there. And then we go into real triangle. Keep your legs. You might even take your legs a little longer apart. Reach up and over a counter. Try and keep side body long. If you have a block, or put your hand on your shin or a block if you have it. So grounding. Push your feet down into your mat and think about zipping your legs towards each other. It's like a lift. You actually feel a little lift up through your pelvic floor, through your core. And then take this wherever. Some of you might do a back bend here, or you can stay exactly where you are. Or take your top arm and reach it by your ear towards the center of the room. Get a little extra stretch on your hip pointer area. That's an official term. I have to be careful what I say. The anatomy teacher's here, physiology teacher. Rise up to stand. Turn both feet. Side facing, wide-legged forward fold. Hands on your hips, squeeze a beach. Imagine you have a beach ball on your back and you're squeezing it and not letting it drop. Forward, come halfway down, hold it there. Hug your belly in, flatten your back out, and then drop into the floor. You can stay absolutely right here. I like to get a stretch in my upper back again. Walk your hands back. Plant your fingers on the floor, drop your head, and then push your breath into that space right above your shoulder blades. See if you can move your spine with your breath. Oh, that was a good one. Can you feel it like when you do it? Like really get your breath into that space. Walk your hands forward. Walk a lizard pose. So you turn both feet to the front of your mat and you put your hands on the inside of your right foot. If you don't know what it is, just look around. Your back knee can come down. You can hang out here, or you can come to your elbows if you have the flexibility. Your back knee is going to come down. Ladies, bring your back knee down. Slide your foot out a little bit and put your hands, both hands on the inside here. And then bring your back knee down. There you go. Bring it all the way down. Your back knee touches the ground. There you go. There you go. Bring both hands in here. So you, oh no, bring your right hand on. There you go. So you're giving your that hip a little bit of space. You can walk your right foot off your mat. Slide your foot back a little bit, Jen. Yeah, so your knee's kind of around your ankle. You can add a twist here. You can grab your back foot if you want to, or you can stay exactly where you are. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Work your way back up. Slide your foot into the middle mat. This is a half split or a full split if you want to go there, but we're not going to be here long. So half split, foot goes onto the ground, push your butt back, nose towards your knee. And from here, we're going to go right into half pigeon. If you have knee issues and want to do this on your back, feel free to do that. Another way to do it is 90-90, which looks like this. We don't teach that this much in here, but in my previous yoga experiences, we did for a modification. And it's the same stretch, but it's a little easier on your knees. So if you feel anything in your knees, make some modifications or adjustments. And you walk yourself down. And I like to get to the point. Yeah, Dave, and then just bring both hands over your right shin. Bring your right. Yeah, bring that. Let's see. You want to do it on your back? So yeah, it's like this. Oh, yeah. But just as easy to go on your back. I love that one too. Actually, sometimes I like that more than the regular one, to be honest with you. Yeah, hips. Hips are tight. Hey, you know what else you can do? You can just flip around and put your foot against the wall too. Now, your hips, there's a lot of sensation in there probably. And then walk yourself out so far you can like rest your head some way. You can either put your hand on your fists. Do you want to do that one in a different position? Did you ever try doing it on your back like this? Oh, did you? Okay. Whatever works, dude. It's okay. Use your breath. Take a big deep breath in here. As you exhale, let something relax. Philomena, ease. Ease. For some of us, this is not very easeful, right? Our hips are tight but you find that space where you can breathe through it and your muscles actually start to let go. If they're getting tighter, maybe back off in some way, right? Give yourself a chance to have the opening in your hips. You can use your breath. Like you can actually take your breath and bring it to the sensation. And then as you exhale, you can let something go. Now you can absolutely stay here, or you can reach back and grab your ankle and get a quad stretch. Some people can do king pigeon from here with both hands behind their head, grabbing their foot. Know that that's someday could be an option. Melissa, you probably could do it. Yes, some people go, you can go like this. That's like modified. But if you can do it like this, or they do it like this, sometimes like this. Yeah. And then take a deep breath in together. Empty out. Downward facing dog. We have to remember how we even got there. How did I get you there? Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's do a vinyasa. Inhale, come high up onto your toes. Roll out to your high plank. Lower halfway or all the way. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward. Warrior two. That's how we started out. Arms up. Set your gaze. So warrior two. Powerful. Big breath in. Push your feet down. Relax your toes. Reverse your warrior. Stay in your lunge. And then open up. Breathe into your left ribs. You want to feel that stretch. Straighten your front leg. Grab your wrist. Reverse triangle. Nice big stretch. Regular triangle. Oh my gosh, I was looking at you. I was thinking, what's going on? I haven't watched you go there. Oh, darn. Okay, Jen, get light on your hand. Get light on your hands and think about getting super long through your side body. So not just your legs. Can I assist you? I won't. Think about these getting closer and knees getting further. And then pop your ribs in. There it is. Still got a little curve there, but press down through your feet, get super duper strong, rise up to stand. Side facing, wide-legged forward fold, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers the non-habitual way, and fold down. Now, tendency is to lock your elbows out. You can keep them soft if that works, but and definitely keep your knees soft, right? No lock knees in this one. Keep your breath moving. Be intentional in your breathing. Drop your hands, turn your toes out, bend your right knee, hang out in your left inner thigh, stay here. Switch sides. Back to center, lizard pose. You did lizard on your left foot the last time, so switch your feet around. I don't know if you did it. Yeah, your left foot was forward last time, just so you know. I mean, so if you want to do the other side, you have to switch your feet. Lizard pose. So you find that fine line, like where do you feel it most? You might feel it in your right hip flexor. That's okay. You might feel it in your left inner thigh. That's okay. You do not have to bring your elbows to the ground. If you can, good for you. Your back knee can be down. Hands are on the inside of your foot. Inside. There you go. You got it. Some people keep their back leg up. I like to go for the stretch. Breathe here. You can move your foot around. You can turn your foot to the outside, roll out. A little more inner thigh stretch. You can add a twist. You can reach back and grab your ankle for a quad stretch. There's tons of options. I just want you to feel the stretch and breathe into it. Gently release. Come into your half split. Your foot goes to the middle. Your front foot goes to the middle of your mat. You sit your butt back, but not down. Nose towards your knee. Straighten your front leg. So Jen, see if you can keep your hips towards the front. So instead of doing like, because your back leg's almost doing a straddle split, see if you can pull your right hip forward. So you're getting the same stretch as you would. Yeah, there you go. It's a little different. You won't go down this far, but we call it that way the cheerleader split. It's not, it doesn't mean anything. No, nothing wrong with that. I know. I can say something else. And then what'd we do? We went to half pigeon. Half pigeon. Take your time. There's no hurry. Start upright. Work your way down, finding your edge, breathing into that edge, and finding space where you can relax that space. So you can think of your breath. You can think of that, your hip as a balloon. And as you inhale, you're trying to fill up that balloon. So you're taking your breath all the way down into that space. And as you exhale, you're letting that balloon deflate. And then see if you can rest your head, relax your neck, either on your hands or a block or the floor. What can you let go of here? Know that hips store a lot of crap, as I like to say, but and know that sometimes this yoga thing, this moving and breathing and pausing and breathing can really release some trapped energy, some old traumas, memories. It doesn't always have to be a negative thing. It could be something that you remember in a positive way. Just know that that possibility is there. Doesn't mean that it will happen. Doesn't mean that it will happen in this moment. Maybe it happens after class or later, but you might just get a sensation or a feeling. You say, huh, where'd that come from? Stay with your breath here. It's easy to go away. Stay here or reach back and grab your ankle for a quad stretch. And then swing both legs to the front of your mat. Extend your, actually, let's do a straddle stretch. So you can go lengthwise on your mat if you want to. If you want to turn sideways, you don't have to. And just, so we'll get our hips from one more direction. We'll get the inner thighs again. Lift your hips up, push out and just hold. Flex your feet, push out. You can absolutely stay here, which feels good to me today, right? If that muscle starts to release, then maybe you walk forward. And you just go till you feel the stretch. Come on up. Hand on the inside of your right leg. I'm going to mirror the right side. And then add a side bend. Now this butt cheek wants to come up. Push it down. Even just that intention of pushing it down, can you feel that little extra stretch? Come on up, other side. Think about turning your chest towards the ceiling, just enough that you get into the side bend and not a back bend, or a forward fold, I should say. Come on up, hands behind, lift your butt up, go out a little further, hold it. And then bring your legs together. Shake them out. Plant your feet on the ground. You're going to roll slowly onto your back. So you might move forward on your mat a little bit and come all the way down to your back. We're going to do something called rolling bridges. You're going to plant your heels right underneath your knees. I'll walk around and make sure they're there. Not too wide. Your feet are in line with your butt cheek somewhere, hopefully around your sit bones. Ishiotuberosity is one of my favorite words. You're going to do a pelvic tilt, and you're going to roll your vertebrae up one at a time. Once you get to the top, you're going to roll down one at a time. And you have to do that concave motion in your core so that your back, great job, Patty. See, like I never had that mobility in my low back before, right? So I try and notice flat spots where you don't get every vertebrae, and then just really concave your stomach even more. So go up and down, nice and slow, and just play with that. So you add the pelvic tilt. You feel it? You come up, come to the top, and then you come back down. 2 more like that. And on your second one, so take it up and hold it. Take it up and hold it. Walk your shoulders underneath you. Get them really tight, like you're trying to fit a fitted sheet into the bed. Interlace your fingers. Press your knuckles away from you. And then push down through your feet, but also push down through your arms. As you inhale, fill up your chest. As you exhale, press down through your arms and your feet. So make that connection. Think about your chest going higher than your hips. Some of you can drop your hips down a little bit, hug your knees in towards each other so they're not flailing out. There you go, Zoe. That's good. That's probably a little too close now. Yeah, there, right there. Yep. Add the pelvic tilt. And come on down. Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together. One hand over your belly. One hand over the center of your chest. Close your eyes for a moment. And I just want you to pause here. And I want you to pay attention to where you notice your breath the most. It could be in your nostrils. It could be in your throat, in your chest, in your belly. It's a simple little meditation here. Pay attention to where you notice your breath the most. No right answer. Hug your knees in. Give yourself a good squeeze. Take your knees out wide, feet flat. Dead bug pose. Dead bug pose. Bend your knees a lot. Feel free to rock side to side for happy baby. And just notice how it feels different than that first one we did. It might feel different, it might not. Come to stillness. Hug your right knee towards your chest. Extend your left leg long onto the ground. Flex your left foot. Flex both feet. Straighten your right leg up towards the ceiling. Grab behind your leg. Hamstring stretch. Slide your hands up your leg as far as it'll go, and then release the grip. Like hold on to it, but imagine it's a raw egg. And if you're squeezing it, it's going to break. Take a big deep breath in. Lift your head and shoulders up, nose towards your knee. Come on back down. Hug your knee in towards your chest. Switch sides. Right knee in, left knee in. Hold it there. Energize your right foot. Flex your foot. So it's active. Your right foot could be on the ground. It doesn't have to be in the air. Then straighten your left leg up towards the ceiling. Oh, we can practice this. Draw your thigh bone down as your left heel as you press your left heel to the ceiling. And then slide your hands up as far as they'll go, nice and light. Hold on lightly, really hold on lightly. Take a deep breath in. Lift your head and shoulders up as you exhale. Stay here, squeeze your belly. And come on down, hug your knee in towards your chest. Give it a good squeeze. Take your legs up into the air in some way. So waterfall pose. You can put your hands or a block under your hips. You can go to the shoulder stand, plow pose, anything that gets your hips above your heart. Just a way to get our hips above our hearts, change our perspective, create new space, and then roll yourself onto the floor. Take your time. Hug both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Take a full deep breath in here. Oh, I forgot to hand out towels. So we're going to have to do something else. Arms out to a T. Oops. Can you help? Yeah. Twist to your right. Look over your left shoulder. Switch sides. Thank you. You're welcome. I'll put it right there. Sorry. Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet together. Take a big deep breath in. There's a cold towel by your head. Feel free to grab that. Thanks, Sue. Appreciate it. Shavasana. Let your legs get nice and long. Shavasana. Close your eyes. And the essence of Shavasana can be summed up in 3 short sentences. Here is where it is. Now is when it is. You are what it is. In other words, if we allow it to be, Shavasana is a purest expression of full presence. It allows us to expand through simply being without any trying, thinking, or effort required. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, let it out. And for the next few moments, just breathe and just be. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Move around, stretch, keep your eyes closed if you're comfortable with that. Work your way onto your right side, curled up in a little ball. Notice the ground beneath you. The sense of being grounded, being into your body, you can always create that by noticing what's touching the floor or pushing into whatever's touching the floor. Get out of your head, get into your body. Use the strength of your arms to push up into a seated position. With an inhale, reach your arms up over your head and bring your hands to your heart. Celebrate our time together with one Om. Take a deep breath in. Big cleansing breath. Inhale. Sigh it out. Namaste. Namaste. You were rocking it. Thank you all for being here. If you have any questions, I'll be here to answer. There's a basket outside, hopefully, for your eye towels. Oh, just one little note. Try not to use your eye towels on your mats. Thanks. Peace and love. It feels gorgeous out here. You think so, Judy? I didn't think.